For 37 years, I was that person everybody loves to hate. I was an estate agent, and that involved me in the sale of country houses in 3 different parts of the UK over those years, and then latterly doing that as well as a management role, running various different teams, and as well as being on the board of one of the strands of the residential business. My wife said that actually she thought I might be suffering from some form of depression, because what she'd spotted in me was that I'd become very withdrawn from her and the children. This is not something I had noticed or had picked up on. The ways in which it was affecting me at work were the rejection of either my ideas, increasingly difficult to take, and became more personal. When clients decided not to use me or my firm, I again began to take that personally, and therefore my anxiety levels went up, my confidence levels went down, because you feel you're letting your colleagues down, being responsible then for a substantial part of the business and other people's lives and careers. You didn't want to feel that you weren't doing the job for them that you needed to do. I immediately reached out and tried to get some help, so I went to see the GP, who confirmed that I did have some elements of kind of mild, moderate depression. Thereafter, I had a course of cognitive behavioural therapy and booked a number of sessions, which was immediately very cathartic, because actually the one thing I've always found it fairly easy to do is to talk about it. And then I had a couple of sessions with a psychiatrist. I then began to tell various people who worked closely with me. I found opening up to my colleagues to be extremely useful and helpful, both for me and for them. It was a weight off my shoulders, and it explained an awful lot to them as to what I had evidently been going through. And I began to tell more and more people, and eventually the decision was made that I would retire early. And this coincided with a conference where it was announced to all my fellow partners. And afterwards, I used the analogy of what I was going through being like a Brownlee brother staggering towards the finishing line, but not having his brother there to help him over the line. I think that there are various things that workplaces and colleagues and partners can do. One is recognition. You've got to have training for people who are managing teams. They need to be trained to recognize that, and not just recognize that, but also how to take that first step. 2 is environment. For any business, it must be entirely logical to do all they can to look after their staff, and mental well-being is one of the most important things that they can do. If you've got loyal, hard-working people who have been very successful and are suddenly not very successful, you must help them in any way you can. And 3 would be talking about it and addressing it and not closing it down is by far and away the best thing.